Hi.
Hey everybody, this is Jason Bitbender Brink, and we are here for a Townstar AMA faceplant special tonight. We've got Adam Price, CTO of Gala Games, and Michael McCarthy. Everybody is here up in his house, and let me just check to make sure that everyone can hear us. We are in the Townstar channel of Discord. Can you guys hear us okay? Got good audio? Awesome. See. Awesome. Well, what would you guys like to start out with? I figure that we probably owe the community a bit of an explanation for the whole Townstar situation. So, do you guys want to talk about that?
I personally blame Adam Price.
The chief faceplant officer right here. Yeah, I'll take the first question in the Townstar channel before we even started streaming, which was, what is Townstar faceplant bonus round? And that is our way of making it up to you guys, right? So Townstar had a bit of a catastrophic issue this week that was not recoverable. So what it was essentially boiled down to a bug with managing the data. I, as the CTO, will get into some technical bits that are probably too detailed, but maybe there's some engineers in the crowd that want to know those details. But we use as our primary database for Townstar a technology called Redis. And part of using Redis is its key value store. And because Townstar resets every week, it is on us to go through and delete all the data every week. And that's actually a pretty significant process. We call it the pre-wipe or the wipe event at the end of the game. And essentially what happens is it crawls through the entire database and deletes everything for every game that needs to be reset, paying the cat tax, Michael McCarthy doing his duty. And what we were finding is as we grow, as we scale, as we've gotten larger, that pre-wipe process takes about an hour, believe it or not. That's how big the Townstar game's gotten. So we've messed with the timing so things are ready to be reset on time and stuff like that. And essentially what happened was the logic with that went wrong. Pre-wipe fired in the middle of the game. So certain data points went missing. That's why, you guys saw it immediately. It's like you could see towns on the map, and then you would click on the towns and it would act like a free space and you could place your town there. That's because the data that indicated that town spot was taken was missing. So we looked at the data pretty thoroughly. We took the game offline basically immediately to stop the hemorrhaging. So, we wouldn't get more and more corrupt data, but, it was essentially unrecoverable as we dug into the data. But yeah, so that was the issue. That was what went wrong. At first we were thinking that maybe some rogue actor had infiltrated the system and deleted some.
That would have been more exciting.
It certainly would have been cool. And, I could have forged the data to make it look like that happened. But anyway, so, what did we do? Right. The solution was a couple points, right? So we knew that the pre-wipe problem had been causing more and more issues as we go. We knew that as we scaled, it was going to be, a compounded issue. So what we did was, essentially now every game is its own instance of the database. So everything is separate. There's no way to have cross deletion of data, or there's no cross contamination of the free game or the weekly game or any game for that matter. And that makes it so we don't have to scan through the entire database and delete specific data. So, that's good to solve this bug. But then the facet of that that's actually a big benefit for the game is that, Redis is a single core database, meaning it only uses one CPU. By splitting it out into multiple instances, we're actually going to get significantly higher throughput because every game is on its own instance. And despite, free and weekly, everybody kind of takes the weekly game seriously, and the free game is kind of a sandbox for messing around, or for the more casual players, the free game is actually very busy. So, having them on different cores on different instances is going to be a big, performance throughput increase as well. So
There's
that was
also
what happened.
And there's some actually some better asset streaming tech that's coming online soon that'll make load times a lot faster for you guys as well. And we're also going to be delivering pretty soon an extreme low poly version of the game. So again, people with lower end systems can have a much higher frame rate too, especially at the elder town level. So we're constantly trying to improve the tech and improve the frame rate for everybody, which I think is kind of fun and cool.
Yeah, I'm really actually excited about that streaming tech because while we're going to apply it to this new low poly version, it's like an approach we haven't explored yet, and it has pretty significant impacts. Given that we're going to expand Townstar, with every release, like it's going to have more data, it's going to have more assets, it's going to have more media files to download, and streaming is going to be the way to deliver all that in the long term.
Also, too, and I think everyone who's tuned in today, we are going to be developing skins for Townstar. Let's just make that ad hoc announcement right now, Mr. Brink. How do you feel about that?
You can do it, man, but we have a really important question first. This is really important.
Okay,
this is
hit
from
me.
Sandy Bottom Records in our YouTube wants to know what the cat's name is.
All right, full disclosure. I am at my friend's house. That cat's name is Smokey. She was a recovered barn cat and is missing some links of her tail, but she is just a sweet pea.
Okay, so continue on with the other less important non-cat related news. You're talking about doing skins in Townstar.
Well, we need to do a poll. We need to do a poll with the community. And I don't know, have we had a chance to do that?
We haven't done the poll yet, but nobody wants the
We
winter
need
skin
to do
ever
a poll
again.
with the community. Yeah, we need to do a poll with the community because we're going to release skins for Townstar. So if you ever wanted your entire town just to look like, like a traditional, Chinese architecture or Egyptian, or we were talking about medieval, but someone came up with a brilliant suggestion that, man, you guys should just do a Mirandus skin for Townstar, which I think would be crazy cool and fun.
Whose
So we really
suggestion was
we
that?
need you guys to tell us. I'm Jason Brink, I'm going to credit you with that one. Was that you that
Thank
offered
you.
up that suggestion?
Thank you. It was.
Uh,
I just want to play with Miranda stuff.
I put a reaction on it that said that was a good idea, so I take partial credit for it.
That's
Okay,
pretty
you
much
seconded
your
it.
idea then, Mr. Price. Yeah, guys. So we really want to be able to have you have the ability to skin your entire town and have it just look completely different. We think that's kind of fun. I feel like you guys have been asking for that for a bit. It's just an art swap. I like skins a lot because decorative items are fun and cool, but they're going to just take up space on your board, which I think will be fun at first. But really, you're just making your town less successful by having something look pretty but have no function. So I don't want to get too into deco until we have the persistent game ready to go. And I think skins are a nice way to go to just make the existing objects look different. So I'm hoping you guys do too. But we need your feedback, and I think we're going to try to launch some polls to see what skin you would want first. And I'm definitely thinking a Miranda skin would be a lot of fun. So we're looking for your feedback on that. And then to bring it all full circle, what are we doing now, and when is the game going to go back live, and what does this tournament look like this week? And I think it's kind of fun. Price, do you want to talk more about that?
Yeah, I guess that was actually the initial question that I was like, hey, even before the AMA started, they asked it, but what is the Townstar Faceplant bonus round? That's our way, that's our mea culpa, as Eric likes to say, as far as, okay, we're going to run a 48-hour game, get us back on schedule. We lost the data, right? So we're starting from scratch, but we're going to double all the rewards. So it's going to run for, from tonight at 9 p.m. Pacific to the usual game end time. and we're gonna double all the rewards. So that's our way of being like, okay, we're back in it, and this won't happen again. Wait, I didn't just say that. This
that sounded like
probably
a
wnot happen
technical
again.
promise. Technical promise.
You'll
What
notice that the game still says beta when it's launched. Wait, it does say that, right?
you know, I'll tell you what I love about this, guys, actually, is, a lot of our players don't, have communicated to us that they want different time frames for the competition. Not everyone has all week, morning, noon, and night to throw into the game. So I'm kind of excited just to run a 2-day competition. Now, all of this is feeding into, our major tech initiative guys to get you the ability to make your own servers. And I think some people are going to want to run 2-day servers, 1-day servers, an 8-hour server. So I think this will be really fun. Double the rewards and 48 hours. So everyone who's here and listening, you're going to be there right when the game starts, which is kind of exciting. And if it face plans, Mr. Price, is there a triple extra bonus round?
You know what? If it does faceplant again, we'll triple it.
Oh,
commitment made.
Wow, that's exciting.
There are now
so
people
yeah, really,
who are
really
going
sorry
to make a concerted effort to faceplant it, right? That's how that works, right?
Everyone is going to try to faceplant the game now. Yeah, sorry the game went down for a few days, guys. We do really pride ourselves on doing refactors and keeping our code as clean as possible. This stuff happens, especially when you're scaling. There are an unbelievable number of people playing the game today. And for those of you that were here a year ago, I mean, my gosh, how different does that map look every time the game spins up? So it's a lot of fun, but there are some growing pains, and we like to keep the game live no matter what. So we've learned some lessons, and honestly, it's an awesome opportunity to be able to do that. And I think, I guess what I'm hoping to communicate to you guys is that if something like this happens again, you can count on there being a big, huge mega bonus round for us to make up for it. And I hope that works out.
I'd like to take oh, sorry, go ahead, Price.
Oh, I was just going to mention one, the thing that kind of started the idea of this AMA was I mentioned our scale this morning on our team call. McCarthy just talked about scale. Townstar is a significantly busy web application. I pulled some metrics as we were digging into the data for what caused the faceplant and everything. And Townstar in API traffic alone, in data in and out, not assets, not downloads of the files or anything like that, in a single day transacts 34 gigabytes of data. It has around 5 million requests a day. So I mean, it is a healthy baby boy at this point. So I just wanted to throw some numbers your guys' way as far as what it is getting to. I suspect I would have to do the math on the Gala platform itself, but it is significantly more because you don't sit on the Gala platform and click through it all day, obsessing about every little detail. But you do sit there and know Life Townstar. Some of you guys,
apparently, you haven't seen people when node rewards are getting ready to drop. They do sit there and click through the platform until they do.
For an hour.
Unless something goes wrong, then it's 2 hours. I want to deal with a question really quickly from Relief. Relief says in the Discord, which anyone who's listening who's not in the Discord can join by going to galagames.chat. He says, personally, I assume he, maybe she, I don't know, somebody says, personally, I'd rather you spent the time working on Mirandus than making eye candy for Townstar. Those two things aren't mutually exclusive. Mirandus is the Mirandus team is totally separate. Yeah. So
yeah, they're separate teams, guys. There's no cross pollination there. We're running at extremely exciting stuff. It doesn't. There are some. Price and I talk about this. I think a little bit. There are some benefits to moving people between projects sometimes because it keeps them frosty and smart and all of those things, but that is not what we're doing at all with Mirandus and Townstar at this time. So you don't have to worry about that. It's not an either or. Townstar and Mirandus are both moving forward at full speed, and we're hiring like crazy. We're scaling both of those teams, and they both will be delivered super mega freaking awesome. So that's that.
Awesome. So I want to dig into a few things with you a little bit, if that's okay. What would you say
Yeah.
the biggest challenge for architecting something on like the server side for architecting something like Townstar is?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest challenge is probably exactly what I was just alluding to. The fact that it is always busy. There isn't downtime. There isn't um, any lull in traffic. We can't afford to take maintenance windows. We can't afford to take the game down to do an upgrade, or so a lot of things need to be done live. Some of the, you know, early architectural decisions were great, but also carried baggage with them. So it's like, you know, I was talking about how our primary data store is Redis. Well, Redis was chosen because it's extremely performant. Like, we have been running to this level of growth on a single Redis instance. It's known for being able to do 150,000 transactions a second. So that was a good choice. One of the other server side choices, now this might be not be news to some, but it's like our tech stack is mostly JavaScript, Node.js, TypeScript, Express, and that's all single core. So one of the main things we did, you know, a couple of weeks ago, we were starting to slow down, have some performance issues, and that was mostly around the number of instances we had serving the game. So we had 4 individual actual servers with the code deployed, hosting traffic. But because Node.js, for the astute in the crowd, it's single threaded, you know, you're letting 3 cores of a quad core machine just sleep while one is doing all the work, and that's not cost efficient. So one of the big architectural changes we made recently was spreading out, you know, across multiple cores using Nginx as a front end load balancer. Anyway, don't need to get too far into it, but you know, dealing with these architectural considerations and making these incremental improvements to handle the new scale while not being down is probably the hardest part, because you know, the free game's always up, and if it goes down, if the servers go down, oh, we know, we hear it immediately. People want to play the game.
Yeah, for sure. The amount of memes that hit our channels was a little bit amusing. Um, somebody Lawrence on YouTube is like, ah, the eggheads are talking.
I mean, you know what, and this is always a question for the community, but um, I think, I'm projecting a little bit here when I say this, you know, and community, check me if I'm wrong, but when I first got into the games industry, just hearing how the sausage is made from all of the senior level people that were there at the company, to me, was the most amazing and wonderful and fascinating thing. And I don't like shit watered down. And I'm hoping you guys still appreciate hearing about the nuts and bolts. I know some of it, you know, might be a little sleepy to some of you guys, but damn, I don't want to get in the pattern of serving you guys up some sort of mega crafted message. You know, I'd rather you just hear it from us and hear what we're doing and what we're thinking and how it's all going.
Don't
So I hope that's still cool with you guys. It's a tone that we're certainly hoping to keep.
So one of the questions, and this is a request that a lot of different people have asked about, is creating some sort of API endpoint for in-game data so that people can create their own scoreboards and things like that. Is that something that could be
Yeah.
done in the future? I'm sure that there's going to be a few people giving me thumbs up for that. Um,
You know, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he's talked to me a couple of times. I know that he pulls out and aggregates that data pretty frequently, and he always tells me, it's like, I gotta log back in, I gotta stay authenticated, I gotta do all this. And so, you know, I have explored this. I've set up the Express middleware, the public API key access. I've got most of it in and working, and then the faceplant happened. so it is coming. It is something that I'm kind of working on in the background that will be in the game someday. It is not a super significant amount of much love, man. It is not a super significant amount of engineering effort. So look for that. Not maybe next week, but soon after.
We love that idea. So we're going after it, guys.
Sandy Bottom Record says you had me at balance loaders. Somebody's asking about the creation of a tutorial. Now, this is something that we've discussed in the past, McCarthy, about how you really want people to experience going into the game and kind of going through the process of figuring it out. Is that still something that you feel strongly about, or are more involved tutorials something that may happen in the future? This is the part where he says thinking and then gets really quiet for about 5 minutes.
It's a great question, but it's also very hard to answer. I feel for him.
Well, I just have to ask questions.
Yeah, so let me tell you, I mean, I'll hit you with my high level thoughts about this stuff, and then I'll tell you where I think we've kind of landed with Townstar. As a designer, your aspiration is that the game is intuitive enough, or at least interesting enough to tap on, that when you come into it, you can tap around, learn, and play. You're seeing something happening in the simulation that kind of makes sense to you. Game loads, farmer walks out of his house, he picks up a crop, he takes it to a silo. You can kind of watch the simulation. The game board is unlocked. We allow you to tap around and do whatever you want. We try to guide you to a few places to let you know, here's where you sell, here's where you can buy more stuff, and here's the leaderboard. The kind of three components of the game. And I really like that. I hate it when I'm in other games and I can't tap through anything and they're guiding me through something and I'm trying to tap through paragraph long dialogues. They won't let me scroll the board around. So I like it as a game designer when you get a chance to kind of tap around, play, and learn. I think there's a couple things that we're doing poorly in Townstar that we need to explain better. And one of them is you can reset your town at any time. And I think it's okay. I think people start Townstar and like, oh crap, I screwed this up and I sold some gas and now I'm in this bad spot. Now what do I do? Well, I guess this game's too tough for me. We actually encourage you just resetting your town. Just try. If it doesn't go well, you've learned some lessons, and every time you play, you get smarter and smarter and smarter. And that's really the hopes of it. So my first thing is I want to encourage people when they're first starting to learn, tap around, then take that knowledge and just say, man, okay, well, this town didn't go right, but now I really see how farmers work, and I really see how this works and that works. And if I could just tap a reset button, I could try this all again. So I really want to figure out a better way to encourage people to just get rid of their town. It's like you start, you play. Oh, that one didn't work out right. Well, start again. I like that idea a little more than I like holding your hands and keeping you on rails and explaining everything the game has to offer. I'm hoping it's fun for people, and I guess the players that have been here for a while, I'm hoping it's fun for them to learn some of the intricacies of the game. Townstar looks so simple when you first start, and then the more you get into it and the more you play, besides just the how do you min-max your town build, and what is the perfect location, you start learning that, like, gosh, if I place a wind turbine near a building, it blocks the wind and my wind turbine doesn't work very well. Or planting certain crops by the ocean makes them grow slower. And I'm hoping there's this kind of fun feedback and learning about what's happening on the game board that players enjoy, instead of having your hand hold it and just have the entire thing explained to you and not giving you any control or freedom to tap around. So, I really want to encourage people when they start the game that it's not a failure to start a new town. It's part of the fun process. You tried, oh gosh, I really learned some lessons here. Boop, tap. And right now you have to pick a new location on the world, but I'd like to get a reset world in. You've learned some great lessons. Tap, boop, keep your same location, but just reset your town. I think I'd rather steer the ship more towards that direction. There are some milestones you hit as a player that I think are also the reward for kicking butt and learning and figuring stuff out. And I think when games have no challenge, there is no reward. But as a Town Star player, myself, it's like you tune the game a certain way, and all the players out there could probably attest to this. You remember that first time that I made gas. I wasn't worried about gas anymore. Yeah, I know exactly how to get my gas machine running, my refineries and my oil pumps. And, I'm hoping there's kind of milestones in the game that people can aspire to. And again, if you tutorialize the crap out of it or you make the game too easy, there's just no reward in accomplishment. So I don't think our game is too hardcore. I'm hoping it's enjoyable. And I want to encourage players, especially when they're first starting, to not feel bad about painting your town into a corner that lets you not be successful. That's just a moment where it's like you've learned some lessons, tap, start over, and keep going and build on that knowledge base. So,
This
yeah.
concept was actually NFT Comics at NFT Comics on Twitter actually made an animated NFT of exactly this, where you see a Town Star starting place, and then silo pops down, and then a fountain pops down, and then a tractor pops down, and all of a sudden the money goes down to 0, and it has to be reset.
It's so well drawn. It's very well drawn.
They did such a good job. I actually just dropped it in the chat there. They did such a good job. This is the second one that they've done. I really dig it.
I love it, guys. I think there's this chasm right now in gaming where games are supposed to be super easy. You can play a super easy game, but you don't walk away with anything. You don't feel proud of anything. You have nothing to think about or share with your friends, so you don't want a game to be so hard it's unplayable, but you want it to be kind of fun and intuitive and enjoyable experience to continue to learn. And I would much rather march down that path than explaining every aspect of the game or a lot of the game to new players.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that gaming has changed a lot. There was a period in my life, I feel like about 5-6 years, where I didn't really play games too much. And then I came back and started playing a game, and it felt like everything had changed, and everything was super easy with little pointers that told you exactly where to go. Yay, it's Smokey again. And I didn't like that change. I liked having to figure it out and sort of struggle through it. They want a suits skin. Big Eve wants a suit skin with skyscrapers and farmers dressed like lawyers in suits with briefcases.
That's a cool idea.
Cool.
I like it.
That's fun. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we need to run a poll, guys, because it does take us some time to spin up these assets and make sure the tech is there, and there's a lot of UI involved in how do I change my building to look differently, and so we're kind of trying to figure out all that stuff, but I need to start running pretty quick at at what the first skin is going to be, so I need your guys' help on that. Let's choose something that's super fun and awesome for people. But a modern skin with suits and ties. That's really funny. I think that'd be cool.
I like it. I like it. Now, in the past, we've discussed a persistent decorative world, and I'm just kind of
Yeah.
asking questions that I have because oh good lord, hold on. I'm sorry, I was not looking at YouTube. There's so many questions here. Um, 1 second. Why does Adam and Michael have epic beards, but that Jason guy doesn't? This is a very good
Excellent question.
So there's actually a little story here, and that is that my beard is the worst, most terrible, embarrassing looking, miserable thing you have ever seen. It's my little brother used to call me
No, Jason. It's the most terrible thing that you've ever seen.
We
Okay. I think we all would like the opportunity
No, it's
to
so
see how
bad.
bad your beard is.
It's so bad. My little brother used to call me Clearbeard. Because I am so blonde that it's just this glowing nimbus, and it's terrible. It's terrible. So that Jeffrey E. Oh, I just realized who you are.
Jason,
That
is there
Jeffrey
some
E.
opportunity? Is there some opportunity to do some sort of like, you know, get Brink a beard NFT or something? Like, if enough of these are sold, you will commit to growing out your awful beard for like 3 months.
Okay, here is the deal. This is so I will only do this if it is really really worth it. I will do an NFT. We will do an NFT, and we will sell this, and the proceeds will go to the Alzheimer's Foundation in memory of my father. And if enough is sold, okay, I think if we send $100,000 to the Alzheimer's Foundation, I will grow a beard for 3 months.
We're gonna need 6 for 100K.
Yeah.
We're gonna need 6 months
Okay.
of clear Nimbus beard.
Oh, clear
And I'll
Nimbus
make a
beard.
commitment to the community too that I too will try to grow a beard.
Yeah, I'll keep it.
You'll keep
I'll
it
keep
for...
my beard.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. No, see, that's the funny thing about no trim too. God, okay.
No trim
Fine.
is
Here
unworkable.
we go.
This is here we go. Here we go.
No trim is like you're eating it. It's bad.
No,
Okay.
you gotta
Yeah,
trim
mine.
them. You
I'll
don't
do
want to
it.
suck on the. That's just.
No.
But a well-groomed beard, Jason, I just wonder if you're selling yourself short. I think we need an NFT.
It's been a
for
while
Jason.
since I've tried.
We need an NFT for Brink to do it, and then we need an NFT for. Okay, man, you win. Stop.
Stop. Just stop. And I'll be like, no, this is mine now. I'm here. I'm here. But I do have to say though that on the topic of beards, make this happen. Nice. On the topic of beards, Price is never allowed to shave. Ever. Because
I scared you that one day I showed up clean shaven.
I was like, who is this child that has been allowed? Because you have like the side part and you're just like completely baby faced. It's so like adorable. Oh,
I'm older
God.
than you. We just established I'm older than you.
Yeah.
I think this is there's a name for this in psychology, diversion or something.
Yeah.
We've forgotten about Brink's beard. Now we're talking about.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, the fact that you called it a Nimbus beard is the only reason that I'm super excited about it. Okay.
It's no, it really is. It's terrible, but I'll do it. I'll do it. We do 100 grand donation to the Alzheimer's Foundation.
The Alzheimer's Foundation gets you 6 months of Nimbus.
6 months of Nimbus beard. 6 months of Nimbus beard.
Is this when you say go Galahord?
Wait. Hold on. I have a tool for this now. I have a tool. Are you ready?
Do it.
For the Horde. There we go.
6 months though, dude.
That's good. My wife is gonna hate me. You know that, right?
She will. I thought she might.
She's gonna be like, "What is this? This is the worst idea
It's for a good
ever."
cause. She'll love it. It's for a good cause.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, hey, let's answer some questions.
Oh, right.
Let's talk about something else. Um, shave the baby war cry. Nice. Okay, guys, what Town Star questions you guys got? Let's see. I'm gonna pop over into Gala Gold really quick and see if anyone has any
For everyone that has
questions
not
there.
been here for the entirety of this meeting, let us remind everyone, the game starts in 23 minutes and the rewards are double. So it's going to start at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and end at its usual time on Sunday night. The rewards are double, and it's a 48-hour game, which I think is just absolutely fun.
Times.
It's gonna be awesome.
And the rewards are going to triple if there's another face plant.
It comes out of Jason's wallet, so.
Wait, why me? I'm not the one who made broken things.
Real.
It's real. Hashtag real. Do trees affect shade and windmills? AWAX2 wants to know.
Great question. Trees originally did, but I wanted everyone's start maps to be similar and in the forest location. There's so many trees in the forest location that when I tuned wood to make it harder, if you added that in with trying to get to your first real craftable, which is likely flour when you're growing wheat or things of that nature, it's just the radial effect of shade cast by the trees was too brutal. We also don't have a concept of shade state or wind blockage state in growth cycles. So, if I could make the tree block a little wind when it's grown, but not when it's chopped down, that might be a possibility, but we don't have that in place right now. So I just turned it off. I turned it off for trees. I know it makes sense for them too, but I turned it off.
Michael, should cactus not cast shade?
Cactus should not cast shade. They do not cast significant shade in. Well, so does a stick. But cactuses are not oh damn, it's so shady over here by this cactus. It's not come on, man.
So wait, does that mean cactus cast shade in game?
I literally just looked it up. It's 1 square.
1 square. Okay. Should probably nerf that. Needs to be
all right.
balanced there.
Let's do it.
I added a 0 after the one. Pushing it.
If cactus are casting 1 shade and trees are not, then I can own up to that failure and I will fix it.
So Jen Lean would like to know if, due to that terrible, embarrassing failure, do we want to have a one-time top 200 players game?
Yeah, there was a question. Is double top 200 or is double top 100 times 2?
Oh,
wow, it is dark. You said it looks like the breaker's out in there.
Wow. That's so scary looking.
A Miranda's mood right here.
You're muted. You're muted, bro.
I know. I muted because my children have walked into the room.
Oh shit. Excuse me.
Oh darn.
No. Right. Thurston is in for the entire donation for beard growing. Well,
all right, there you have it. You thought you were gonna escape, Brink. It's Nimbus time.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on.
6 months of sweet Nimbus.
Oh. Okay, hey, back to this 200 question.
Yeah, change the subject.
I thought, so the distribution isn't going to change on that front. It's just going to be whatever you got normally is 2x.
Okay. Well, you'll have to mess up worse in order to get the 200. Find other things wrong. Tell McCarthy. Oh God, I don't want to. Really, guys. This is a thing that we have to do. Okay.
I guess it just
Well,
depends on how you feel about charity, Brink. Really, I mean,
yeah. Okay. Fine. Fine. I'll do it. I said I would do it. I
but
will do it.
remember, I do think. I mean, there is that moment where the community can just say, "Please, Mr. Brink, just get rid of the Nimbus. Just please get rid of the Nimbus."
Ah.
So there can be a recall poll or
Oh.
factor, but I think that has to go to the node owners.
No, no, oh, good lord. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can we science this? Doesn't beard hair grow a quarter inch a month or something? So
Well, it should grow faster than that, shouldn't it? It should grow more than a quarter inch in a month.
we're gonna need to science your Nimbus.
Oh Jesus, this is the worst idea that anyone has ever had.
I don't know where it came from.
I don't know either. How did this even happen? Oh yeah, no, I know how it happened. Never mind that Jeffrey E guy. In oh man, you gonna get it, man. I'm never sending you food again. Um.
I
Anyway,
know who Jeffrey E
yeah,
is.
you do know who Jeffrey E is. You do. You do. And yeah, there it is. Okay.
Guys, Michael McCarthy's phone is at 8%.
Uh-oh.
Yep, it's plenty.
Yeah, we got it. We only got another 15 minutes, man. How about some fruit trees? They want fruit trees. King Snorky demands fruit trees.
Fruit trees. I mean, I want to start running polls across a lot of different vectors, guys. Like what is the next batch of content you want? What is the, because we can get it out there, we can get it up, and we can start tuning it, and we're bringing on some new systems designers and people that are going to help us. I know the grape rollout. I guess we've heard that grapes are radically overtuned, which we did a little bit on purpose to kind of get you into the new content. But our ultimate goal with the design of the game is to have a constant argument about what is the best way to win. That will mean we have tuned the game appropriately. For the elder players to be just absolutely arguing about what's better, orcs or humans in Warcraft 2, and it's orcs, unless someone's an amazing human player, and then Ice Storm was quite powerful. So we want to create a conversation, especially with our elder and senior level players, about what the best strategy to win is. So if there's new content that everyone is super hungry for that we can do. Oh wow, the light turned off in the garage. Hold on. Hold on. If you hear a loud bang and I'm no longer with us, then okay, hold on. Oh, how's that? Okay. Yeah, so let me know. I mean, if there's like, we don't want to do fruit trees. We would want to do fruit pies or something, like something that can span and touch all of the existing systems a little bit, add new stuff to the game, and make something challenging to grow. So that's grow and craft. So that's always kind of a better win if it spans the entire system. So but let us know, and we just need to run a lot of polls, guys, because we can kind of take it any direction you want. And you guys have been here and supported us, and we love you guys. And so I'd be super stoked to get in a bunch of new content that you guys are excited about.
Can I call us out on another thing that Amer mentioned, that water towers
Our hot diaper
are basically useless?
Yeah, I had big aspirations for water towers, but it's like we just have not figured out a good way to tune those into the game. Are they still in the store? I thought we removed them from the store.
They are still in there.
All right, well then I can mea culpa that. I think we should make it that the game next week does not have water towers. They're so cool. They look so good in the town, and they made sense at some point, but I don't know. I mean, what we could do, and here's another question for the community. We could make water towers like a well. And if you own one, it's not a storage unit, it's a It's an extremely fast well that doesn't care about wind, and would be incredibly expensive, but would be something like one of our high-end, fountain NFTs. We could do that. It could have a radial effect. I don't know. I mean, I guess question for the community, and Jason, you just take a show of hands on this.
Sure.
I can't see, but in next game, would you want the water tower to be an incredibly fast well that does not have a radial effect? Radial effects are tough for us to tune in, but we could just make it that it's expensive, but water is available there quite frequently. That's an easy change that we could make. If people want to see that, let me know, and we could make that change this weekend or on Monday.
A lot of people like the fast well.
Okay. So water tower as a fast well for the game next week.
Yeah. We'll monitor that poll for a little bit. Quick question or quick answer to Paul. This background is some concept art from a as yet unannounced Project X. So just keep watching for that.
So mysterious.
And we have so many. You guys are gonna be stoked, man. There's so much stuff coming to the Gala Network. It's exciting.
Yeah. So Computer Tech Services Inc. They propose for this sort of thing to make the vote on the node. The reason that we don't do game-related votes via the node is because the nodes themselves are for ecosystem issues, not specific games. Game developers always have to do what game developers need to do to make the games amazing. They can't, that's how the games themselves work. And that's a really important point.
Yeah, and there's also a lot of people running nodes that aren't necessarily playing the games. That's a possibility. Yeah. Like they're supporting the Gala Network by, helping us, build that out, which is awesome. But, if you're a node owner, there is a distribution of items that you get when we mint things. So I think if you ask the node owners, are you guys on board with us creating some new items for a game? I think the question, they're always going to say, "Oh, heck yeah, that sounds like a good idea," because they might get one of those. They might get one of those distributed items. That's the power of owning a node, which is pretty awesome.
I want to jump in really quick and minorly correct you there. For operating a node, you get nothing for owning a node. You have to operate it. It's very important. Yes.
Yes. So I for game related, issues, people that are playing the game of Townstar day in, day out, they're the best people, honestly, to talk to about content extensions and what we should do with the game itself. So I think Jason's beard could go to a node vote. That's ecosystem related.
I don't know that we need to do that.
We've already made. You know what, Jason? You're right. We've already made a commitment on this call today. There is no need for a vote.
It's going to happen. It is what it is. Right already decided to pony up for it. We're still doing the NFT though, so we're gonna try to hit 200 here, guys.
You know what? I'd like to see an NFT of your beard shot in the same lighting every 30 days on this 6-month journey.
You just want to humiliate me, don't you?
No, I want to see the nimbus form and the stratosphere or whatever sphere it's in.
Oh, it's like a little bit of godlight shines out of my beard.
Oh, my battery is at 5%, guys.
Yeah, well, it was at 8% 5 minutes ago. You're fine. You've got this. I'm
streaming full video. I'm just saying.
You're looking HD ready too.
Yeah, got the glow. No, if you got to bail, that's okay. Price and I can hold down the fort. You may need your phone to get home or something like that. So if that is the case, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate that, and we can take it from here if you want.
I've got 5% left. We're taking it all the way.
Taking it all the way. Okay. Let's see. What do they got? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. More games on the network, the better. Yes. Any plans to have racing games? Actually,
Ooh.
we don't have a racing game in the works right now. Um, that's one of the few things we don't actually have right now. Um,
We're actually talking to someone who's built some pretty awesome multiplayer technology. I think their back end is really solid. It's so I think you could see a racing game this year. I'd really like that. I think that'd be a ton of fun. It'd
I'm
be a
s-
ton of fun.
I'm so bad at racing games.
Look at what John T just did to you, my man.
Oh, that's
He's he
terrible.
he's done you dirty.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible.
Better
No,
than probably the real Nimbus, though.
I can't see it, but tell me somebody photoshopped a Nimbus cloud
no, it's not.
on.
They
It's
made it black. It's not black. It's like it's clear. I'm not joking when I say clear. Like you can see through it. It's terrible.
Are you committing to a higher value that would make you dye it?
I'll probably dye it just for fun because, like why wouldn't I at that point in time? Although my hair does not take dye well, like at all. I tried that once. A girl made me do it. Never again. And I ended up with orange hair. It was terrible. It's like the worst orange. Ah, yeah, yeah. Are there any games currently out in the pipeline to? What do you think, guys? Are there any games? Have you guys heard of any games?
I don't
Anything?
know of any. Wait,
What
what?
games? What?
The website is gala.game, right?
Games. Yeah.
That it was a
Oh, it was a joke. It was
joke.
a joke. Oh, it was a joke. Very good. That's very good.
What was the question though? That sounded like a more serious question. What was the question?
No, the, the, the,
Other
the question is, are there any games in the pipeline? And yes,
Yes.
so many.
Yes. Yes.
There's John says there's a shortage of blonde, transparent beards online. Yeah, there's a reason for that, guys. There's a reason for that.
they're
Because
terrible. I mean,
because not everybody has a community of wonderful friends who will throw money just to humiliate and cure Alzheimer's. I do appreciate that.
It's probably an uncommon search on Google, to be honest.
It probably is. But
Men with
seriously,
clear,
it's
transparent beards.
okay, okay.
oh, he clarified that, by the way. Not necessarily games in the pipeline being built, but games that are already out that could be put on the platform.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
There-
we've talked about that, guys. We've actually talked with several development studios about that exact same thing. It is very difficult to wedge blockchain into a game that is fully developed, and not from a technology standpoint. That's kind of easy. But the best games that I think you're going to be seeing coming out this year on our platform are ones that the design is really thought about how to leverage the blockchain. So it's not impossible. You could take an existing game and slam some player ownership into it, but it's never going to be quite as amazing or cool as one designed from the ground up, or even caught kind of halfway in development that can do some design twists to support it.
I like that video, Diesel Doc. That's awesome. Okay, guys, so we've got 4 minutes until the competition kicks off. So if you need to take yourselves a little bio break or something, that's fine. We will be here and see this over the finish line. How's your battery holding up, McCarthy?
3%.
3%. Oof, that's gonna be pretty close.
I should probably just call it right here, guys. I should probably call it. Is there any other big questions or good stuff that people want answered? Or I like to be able to observe the questions flying through and field some myself, but I'm on my phone, so I can't. I'm really looking at both at the same time.
I think. So, hey guys, why does Townstar get stuck at 60% when loading? Um,
Mm.
so that
That's
yeah,
not a, that's not a joke. That is a very common freaking problem, and I
yeah,
actually, and we've talked about it a lot, and I think we've gotten to a good place with it recently. Bryce, can
yeah.
you speak to that?
Yeah, I Zero was just messaging me about that, and I was able to repro it, so we'll be able to dig into that next week and hopefully fix that. That is the 60%. There's like someone put together an image showing like if it gets stuck at this percentage, do this, and if it and it's, thank you guys. We'll fix it though too. So we'll look at that next week, and then the Brave Shields thing also. Brave has changed their shield mechanism, and it anyway, we'll get
The
both of those
streaming,
fixed here
like
pretty soon.
I,
asset streaming too, is going to help a ton. I think that'll help a ton too. There's just going to be because we're a web-based game, guys. It's like when you tap and you load that game, like not everything is cached all the time. It's like a lot. The game kind of has to be resent to you when you load it on a lot of the scenarios in which you just tap to play. It's like you're getting the entirety of the game. So like streaming assets is going to be huge. We think it's going to cut that size in half and your load time in half, and I wonder if that'll help resolve some of the issues. So
probably
It
yeah.
won't hurt.
yeah, and if it hangs at 60 and you tap the refresh button, oh hey, then it kind of loads, and I hate that shit too. I've seen it myself. So we're on it, guys, and we're trying to make it as best we can. So
Well, awesome, man. Well, you have a good evening. Make sure you give Smokey another scratch under the chin for us.
Well timed meow.
Yeah, that's nice. It's perfect.
all right,
Um,
guys, thank you so much. Sorry the game went down. I think the 48-hour game is going to be super cool because players been asking for a shorter game anyway. I think shorter game, double the rewards. I'm super excited, guys. So um, sorry it went down. My phone's about to die, but thank you guys so much. Thank you for
go,
your
go, go,
patience.
go, go. Peace out, McCarthy. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Drive safe.
See you, man.
Okay, it's just you and I, Price. We can talk about McCarthy now.
His beard looking good though.
His beard is looking good. Do we have to keep talking about beards?
No, we don't. I
Talk
should
about
not have.
beards. It's okay. I'll do it. I'll do it. It's gonna be weird looking. It's gonna be awkward AF, guys. It's gonna be so awkward looking. I don't know, man. It's actually been about 20 years since not 20 years. 15 years since I legitimately tried. So maybe
It might have changed since then.
maybe it's changed. Who knows? Maybe it's changed.
Oh, it hit 9 o'clock.
Hit 9 o'clock. Boom. There you guys go.
Did the game faceplant?
Let's see. Did it? Did it? It won't be gray now. I'm not going to go gray. I'm going to go white. Just pure white. Blonde doesn't usually do the gray.
650 players online now.
Boom, guys. Look at that. We are not even 1 minute in, and there's 650 players on there already. Look at that. Well done. I feel like that's actually...
700.
Oh,
No, good news, not bad news.
okay. You're making the Okay.
I'm visualizing my poor servers. 750.
Curls of smoke. 750 players. Less than 2 minutes in. That's fantastic.
There are people playing this game.
There you go. Awesome.
All right.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. And we will do this again pretty soon. And yeah. Until then, peace out. It's Bitbender out.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Until next time.